Hello everyone, and welcome back to another childhood book collection video. This might be the last video in this series that I make ever, or for now. So I decided for this one to do my Dr. Seuss book collection. As mentioned in my Berenstain Bears book collection video, recently my family and I came across our keepsake bins in the crawl space and we're going through them to, do some cleaning and some decluttering. And my sister and I discovered that we both had 2 bins full of books that we had growing up. And I already made 2 videos focusing on some of those books, one being the Berenstain Bears, the other one being Arthur. For video 3, I decided to do Dr. Seuss. So I hope you all enjoyed this video. And again, this might be the last video in this series that I make for now or ever. There actually are plenty of other books that we had growing up that I could make videos on, but I figured these 3 would be just the ones to make for now. So hopefully you all enjoy this. And 2 quick disclaimers too before I get started. Firstly, these books are not in any specific order compared to the previous 2 videos where I put them in release date order. So these aren't in any release date order or alphabetical order. These are just kind of in order of book size, I guess, because as you can see, this top book is smaller than the book behind it. I just kind of put it in that order, but again, they aren't in any release date or alphabetical order. So I apologize if the video is a mess in that regard, but I do hope you're still able to enjoy. And then another disclaimer that I wanted to make is that some of these books may not be written by Dr. Seuss, but they may be a part of some Dr. Seuss line of books. Like, for example, this book is written by Theo Lessig, but it's part of a beginner book line, or this book, which is a part of a Bright and Early Books line that might be created or copyrighted with Dr. Seuss books. So again, I just figured it might be worth showing because they're a part of a Dr. Seuss line of books, but they may not be all written by Dr. Seuss himself. So let's go ahead and get started. Sorry for all those disclaimers. So for the first book, I can read with my eyes shut. And just like with the previous videos, I'll go ahead and do a quick flip through. I may not be perfect at it, but next up, I wish that I had duck feet. Here is Would You Rather Be a Bullfrog? This one's a little bit harder to flip through, so I apologize. Like I mentioned, this one's not written by Dr. Seuss, but it's a part of a line that probably consists of other Dr. Seuss books. Plus, it kind of has illustrations similar to Dr. Seuss, so I thought it'd be worth adding. Next up, there's a Walk It in My Pocket. Let me see if I can try it by the way. Like I said, I apologize if I'm not the best with flipping through the pages. Next up, Great Day for Up. No, I'm not showing the spines of the books. Since the books are pretty thin or have thin spines, not really worth showing the spines. So I apologize for anyone who wants to see them though. Here is Wings on Things. This one's written by Mark Brown. Next up, And to Think That I Saw It on Mulberry Street. Next up, In a People House. The Foot Book. Sorry, let me try and get the last page. There we go. Are You My Mother? Yes, Lauren is my older sister, in case anybody was wondering. Will you please go now? Marvin K. Mooney. Or Marvin K. Mooney, will you please go now? Apologies if I pronounce any of those names wrong, or book titles wrong. Been a long time since I've even read any of these, if I even read any of these. The King, the Mice, and the Cheese. Looks like my sister got a lot of these books when she was in first grade. One fish, two fish, red fish, blue fish. That's a classic. The Hare Book. Yeah, get used to seeing Lauren Finnegan LP, or 1P rather, in a lot of these. Last book for this pile, The Tooth Book. Now let's move on to the next stack. Here is, of course, can't not have a Dr. Seuss collection and not have Cat in the Hat. Or can't have a Dr. Seuss book collection and not have Cat in the Hat. Sorry, I did not say that any better than I could have. Not the best with communication. And I think a lot of you know that. Another classic, Green Eggs and Ham. It's Not Easy Being a Bunny. I remember reading this one a lot. Put that one there. Honey Bunny, Funny Bunny. There was a Marshall sticker on the back there. Guess that's where they bought the book. Or where the book was bought, rather. Next up, Oh, the Pets You Can Get. It says all about our animal friends. Show the back one more time. I don't think I showed it properly, just in case. There's no place like space. These are very tough to flip through. Apologies again if I'm not the best at it. Fox and Socks. A Fish Out of Water. Go Dog Go. And last but not least, an honorable mention, The Cat in the Hat, the movie. This is basically a novelization of the movie. And I can prove that saying there's the 2003 copyright, and that's when the movie came out. So this is just, like I mentioned, a novelization of the movie. Or the Kohl's Cares for Kids line. And there you have it, everybody. That was my Dr. Seuss book collection. Like I mentioned already, there's plenty of other childhood books that my sister and I had growing up that are in those bins that I could probably make videos on, but I figured just doing Dr. Seuss, Arthur, and Berenstain Bears for now was fine. But if anyone would be actually interested in seeing more collection videos on these books, feel free to let me know, and I may consider doing them in the future. But for now, hope you all enjoyed this trilogy of my childhood book collection series where I showed those 3 lines of books. So thank you all again for watching and for watching this series. If you have not subscribed yet, please consider doing so. And until next time, I will see you all later.